formula. Look at this 5 number sheet. What happens sometimes we need running total and office when we are writing expenses, or we are uh, writing inventories or any numbers, but we need a running total. So look at this. How do we get this running total? This is the formula sum C3, and there's this absolute reference, and then C3, this is the range. And in the first row you have to write this, you got this. In the second row, look at this, the absolute reference is 78 and the simple reference changed to C4, and the C3, you can see it is going to C5, the same way to C6. So here you can see that the same formula is used. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So this is a kind of handy running total in Microsoft Excel. So we can get also this total in one another way. For example, look at this. Now separately, if I delete this and alter IC, I'm inserting column here because I want to use my own method. Look at this, equal this 78, and I said this plus this up arrow, I got this, and now I can drag it. So same, this is one method and this is the another method. Whatever method you feel that is easy for you, you can make running total with the help of this formula. Let's move to this sheet number 6. What is happening here? Product A, unit cost 100, price increase 10%, final price 110. The cost was 100, and when it was increased with 10%, the price is here. So this is the formula. You will get your price directly here. If you do not follow this formula, then what you will do, that first you will get the 10% of 100, which is 10, and then you will get this 100, and this, then you will plus them, add them, then you will get this 110. But with the help of this formula, C, which is the cost, C5, then open parenthesis 1 plus D5. Okay, this 1 plus D5 is actually doing the big job, which is making this automatically 110. That C9 into 1 minus this D9 will get this automatically 800. So this is the way you can easily make your price increase or decrease, and this is the way you can achieve the calculation of your discount price or discounted cost. So let's move to the next sheet, 7. And the 7 sheet, look at this, factory 1, factory 2, factory 3. What is actually happening, that if you divide this 20 divided by 0, so Microsoft Excel will give you a mistake. 20 divided by 0, Microsoft Excel is giving this division divided by 0 mistake. So how to avoid this? For example, we have when we got data, so there is 0, for example, it can be 0. So let's there's a formula we can avoid this 0 in a running total. For example, again here is 0, and again here is 200, the same way 150 and 400, and here is 0 and 300. So if we do not follow this formula which is given here, if C4 is equal to 0, 0, otherwise divide D4 by C4. If we do it direct, for example, this divided by this, Here would be the error message which we face, and look at these values. So if we follow this formula, for example, I write it, drag it here, we will get this clean result with the help of this formula. So I hope you guys understand this, to how to avoid in Microsoft Excel the divide by zero mistake. Let's go to sheet 8. One of the popular Microsoft Excel function is round. Now look at this formula. This is formula written for your convenience. This 94 is round like this, 94.45, 0. 94.45 is the value here. This is the value, and it gone to 94. If I press this F2 key, I can see that 94.45 is written, and this 0 means that we do not want any decimal with this value, so it will change to 94. The same way, look at this formula, 94.45, 1. This 45 is changed to 5, 1. Look at this, 94.45, because we want to see one decimal. Comma 1 means one decimal, and this 94.45, if we round this, and this -1 is changing this 94.45 to 90, and if we give here round 94.45, -2, it is increasing to 100. And here is the round down formula. Round down 94.45, round down to 94. And here is the round up formula. Round up 94.45, 0. It is taking it up. So we can understand from this that this round function is important to control the decimal, and this is also important to round the values to your desired value. So the round function, I hope it will help you whenever it comes to round values in your office, and when you face this in your office and you get a task from your manager to use the round function. Now look at this 9. In the 9 number sheet, we can find out that here's the dollar amount 34.243, and round up to nearest penny, it is 243, and we use this ceiling function of Microsoft Excel. So you can see that the B3 cell, the value in the B3 is 0.01. Select B3, 0.01. This means to bring down the value to nearest penny, and round down to the nearest penny, it is round up to the nearest penny. You can see 24.243 went to 25, and here this the same value goes to 0.01 with the help of this floor function. The floor is going the value down. So here is the formula, ceiling and floor we use to bring the decimal in control, to round up them to the nearest penny, to round down them to the nearest penny. We will use this ceiling and floor function. Let's move to the 10 number sheet. This sheet is important. Look at this. This is the value with lot of decimals. The same way here, and this minus value, and this 100 value, and this 45,500 value. Sometime when we analyze values in Microsoft Excel, we don't want to see this 5,390. We just want to move them up. Look at this 900,000, 942. this is changed to 900,000. The simple target is that we want to see the 2 digits. The rest of the digits we want to turn into the zeros. So we use in this we use this formula. Look at this: round B5, lin, int, abs B5, and these parentheses close, and to -1 plus this absolute reference of this significant value. This is E3 in the formula. This is E3. So here you can see that what does the ABS function do? ABS function used in the formula to remove any negative symbols. To remove any negative symbols. int function, on the other hand, what is doing in this formula is that it remove the decimal numbers. Look at this: 200.233232. That is, and here is the lin function. So we know from this that ABS function turn this -200 to +200. ABS function change value from negative value to positive value. The int function remove the decimal numbers, and the lin function, it counts how many number characters are in a cell. So these 3 functions are combined, used here. The first formula is ABS5. ABS5, what will ABS5 do? It will change this to positive number if it's needed. And the int function will remove decimals because there are too many decimal in these figures. And the lin function will count that how many digits are there, or characters are there. Then we'll use -1 asterisk into -1 if there is minus value to change it to the positive, and then this significant digit tells the formula that we want to see only the first digits. We want to see the rest of the zeros. So this is the result of the formula. Look at this: round B6. If I click this in the editing mode, you see this. This is the value B5, which is green. The B5, then again comma, then lin function used to count the number of character in the cell, and then int function used to remove the decimals, and then ABS function used to remove the negative symbols, and then multiply the value with -1, and then plus the significant digits. This plus actually do not do the addition, but this plus means that how many initial digits we want to see. For example, if I change this significant digits to 3, then we would see the 605 and then 00. For the time being, we see 60000. If I click this 6, this is it is round to the upper section. If I for example change this value to 5039 to 4039, then perhaps it will go turn to the 600,000. Look at this, it went to 600,000. So it keeps eye on the value that if these values are greater than 50 is the middle. For example, 50,000 will be rounding to the next 100,000, and 942, look at this, it gone to 0, and this 91,000 rounded to 590,000, it brought down 91,000, 3,000, brought down to the 80,000, 952, 687, brought down to the 950,000, and this value is still in the negative. Though ABS function is used, for example, this minus 100 change to minus 100. So this is the method to change the numbers according to your desire that you want to see. If I change this to 3, look at this 3, we can see that first 3 digits are shown, and if we change this to 4, we can see that first 4 digits are shown. In the same way, if we change this to 5, first 5 digits are shown, only the 0, the next is 0. So if we want to see only 1, then all of them are changed to this 4, 9 and 19, everyone is going to the up rounded. If it is 2, we want to see the first 2 digits. These are the values. So I hope you have learned from this sheets important digits visibility control. Let's move to the next sheet,